Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Ryan. I've got another episode of the Global Crypto Update for you. This is a really fun one. This is with a friend of mine, Anthem Blanchard. Anthem and I have known each other for a long time, and he has been working really hard on a really unique project, which is why I'm going to put this episode together. I interviewed him just yesterday, and what he's been working on is a network project called AnthemGold. It's a stable coin, and it is actually backed by verifiable, auditable, physical gold. So rather than things like Tether, which we don't really know if there's even dollar behind it, or Coinbase's stable coin, which the terms of service are kind of suspicious, or just a stable coin that's backed by a dollar. In the case of like a global fiat crisis, what Anthem is putting together is a stable coin for all of you to use that is actually backed by actual physical gold rather than dollars. So there's only one group out there out of Asia that's even in this space doing what he's doing, Derks, and even they aren't as far along as he is here in the US for that. So I won't blab too long. I'm going to play it right now for you, and I hope you enjoy it, okay? Thanks. Okay, Anthem, it's nice to see your face again. Good to hear your voice again. It's a really big time for you right now at AnthemGold. After a few years of working hard, you finally have AnthemGold up and ready to publish, right?
Yes, thank you very much, Ryan, for having me. It's a really humble privilege to be on your event. And yeah, we have a big event of our own here. So yeah, it's 6 years in the making. We're launching our gold stablecoin, AGLD. And we're really just excited about it. And yeah, thank you very much for featuring it.
Absolutely. Now, before I ask you some of my specific questions, can you give a little elevator pitch type to people who just have no idea what AnthemGold even is or why it's important to know?
Yes, AnthemGold is a gold stable coin, and it's fully backed. So it's pegged to the price of a gram of gold. And stable coins are a type of crypto token. Recently, they've become more popular than Bitcoin, even in terms of trading volume. Tether, the number one dollar stable coin, is pegged to a dollar. It's not necessarily fully backed. It's a bit of a question.
Yeah.
And now there's a trend to this. So back stable coins.
Okay, now that's actually really interesting. You mentioned that my next question there just a moment ago. A lot of people who aren't very familiar with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency at all, they'll say, what, Bitcoin is at $5,000 a token? I don't want to buy a full Bitcoin. And so you let them know, well, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. You can buy, say, $20 worth of Bitcoin. So a two-part question here. With AnthemGold, what is, I believe you just said it, AnthemGold, one AnthemGold token is pegged to 1 gram of gold?
Correct, and it's fully backed 100%
right,
by
it's fully backed by gold.
Kilogram bar.
Okay.
And so each one AGLD, which is divisible down 8 units, down decimal wise, is 1 gram of gold. It's 1/1000th of a kilogram bar.
So you just answered my next question. You could buy, say, $10 worth of AnthemGold.
Exactly. Yeah, you could buy like digital grains or digital dust of gold. Okay. AGLD.
Very cool. And it's very important for people who are at home to know and remember, stable coins are very similar to like a money market in the stock market. It's somewhere like a cash equivalent to store your money when you're not owning cryptocurrencies. Out there right now in the cryptocurrency world, like you mentioned, Tether, that's about the biggest stable coin out there. However, there's been nonstop drama and controversy surrounding is it even liquid? Do they even have anything backing it, or is it just, air? So you're coming in and you're going to really disrupt this stable coin market with verifiable gold-backed stable token.
Yeah, we just think that the industry is scaling and that they're just asking deeper questions now. They want fully insured, and they want full custody, and they want full proof. And we're using a full public blockchain protocol, Hercules, that our team built and launched mainnet October last year, specifically to prove all of the digital audit trail of the gold bars entering and exiting our Texas bunker. Mm-hmm. So that's really best in class. So best in class, old school class 3 vault, insured fully, It's a massive 50-acre campus. And we do the best in new class video, X-ray, XRF spectrometer, and all of the imagery, all of the data files all get saved in an indisputable database, which is tied to the strongest database in the world, Bitcoin. So yeah, we're real enthusiastic about our launch.
And that's another really unique part about what you're doing with your gold token is that not only is it actual gold, it's sitting in a vault in Texas. You can see the photos and all of the different, like you said, spectrometer and metric readouts of it. But you're teaming up with Storage, STORJ, and Factum, which are also blockchain projects out there, networks, to store and ensure the video and the photos and all the data to attach it to your blockchain to make sure that there's absolutely no miscommunication or misinformation, that everybody can see exactly at any time that the token is backed by real gold, right?
Exactly. And this is really revolutionary. So our team went out of its way to build out a 4,600 square foot facility, starting with about 20 square feet. And it's really just to showcase exactly what can be done. And we think that we're second to market right now. Digix is first in Singapore. We're first to market in the United States. We're first to market to United States clients. And our team has built the first gold token back 5 years ago as a prototype. So we've been developing in the space 6 years. And we're really excited. We're really humbled to be in the state of Texas. Jurisdiction-wise, it's just been incredibly friendly to our burgeoning industry, if you want to even call it that. I mean, really, we're still all hobbyists. Yeah, and what we're excited about is AnthemGold showcasing the first real commercial use case for public blockchain protocols. So we're really excited about this revolution that we're starting.
Now, you told me when we were talking recently that you're excited because not only can U.S. investors buy AnthemGold token if they want to digitally hold gold, but that also international people can buy and hold AnthemGold. So you're not just limited to the U.S. market; you're basically global. And you mentioned it also. Gold is such a culturally important asset all across Central Asia, and other parts of the world, far more important than it is here in the United States. So tell me about that for a moment, what you expect to happen on the international stage.
Yeah, well, gold represents wealth and crypto represents wealth, and wealth is freedom. So, really we're offered in over 100 plus countries. So, China, India, Nigeria, South Africa, of course, most of Europe. I mean, it's really great. And really, it's about providing people with freedom, providing people in places that have really erosive currencies, that have really abusive currency regimes, that have capital controls, that have restrictions on the transfer of their wealth, which is the transfer of their freedom. Mm-hmm. And that's really what we're achieving with AnthemGold, helping people anywhere in the world have fully insured, Texas vaulted, video camera, spectrometer, blockchain secured gold.
And that's a really good point, because you got to consider people like, for example, in Syria, that part of the world, it's very culturally important that people hold gold. Well, good luck putting all of your gold bars in your suitcase and trying to flee and be a refugee crossing multiple countries and not have that maybe stolen from you somehow. But maybe if you're a refugee in Syria and you're trying to leave, somehow you can get access to AnthemGold tokens. You now have in a Texas vault secured your private keys with physical gold, and now you can do as you need to, find a safe refuge, knowing that your wealth is secure. So yeah, I think what you're putting together is going to be pretty, like as you mentioned, revolutionary.
Well, just to be clear, Ryan, and it's an unfortunate, sad disclaimer, but given the laws of the land, that really someone in Syria, we would be unable to service. I think at this point, they're unfortunately, I think one of less than 20 countries.
Good point. Good point. That may have been a bad example on my side then.
But at the end of the day, that's why there's Bitcoin. So I mean, there's Bitcoin, and at the end of the day, gold is great because it's not very volatile relative, to other goods and services. So, people's essentials, where you don't want to be playing a gambling kind of up and down game when you're looking to buy food or, electricity or housing. Having a gold stable coin makes a lot of sense. I mean, if to get the alpha for sure, Bitcoin makes a ton of sense. And,
Well, so now
to
let me
get the
ask you
alpha
this,
return.
Anthem. If someone, for example, the president of Venezuela, as some people know, has created the Petro coin, which is, a Venezuelan oil-backed token, and it's illegal here in the United States to own and possess. And while I haven't looked into it deeply to try to acquire any, I know that we could on secondary markets. Will there be a time in the future, years down the road, where almost anyone will be able to access Anthem Gold? Because I know you're not using a normal ERC20 token. So will
Yeah.
your ERC20 Plus token be able to keep only approved owners owning those tokens? Or will there be a way on, say, like decentralized exchanges and such in the future where this kind of spreads out and tentacles into literally the global population?
Yeah, so and again, you brought up Venezuela. They're on that list too, and it's just kind of sad. The state of the world is what it is because there are so many people that could be helped. Again, thank God for Bitcoin, and really we're there to help people kind of, I think, get back on their feet. The store of value that they need, that they can know can't be confiscated. With the ERC20 Plus, it just allows us to do things like if we do get a subpoena, to blacklist an account, to put a trail on it because it's an asset-backed token. At the end of the day, it's not a utility key like a Satoshi, right? So,
Okay.
at the end of the day, it is pegged and it is backed. So in our case, fully with the AGLD stablecoin. So you have to just keep in mind that anything in the physical world, you have to abide by all of the physical rules, and that's one of our biggest advantages. We've been in the industry 17 years for e-payments and gold digital payments. And I personally have been a part of 10 plus system builds. Our team has been a part of dozens of system builds and just really grateful to represent them. And we're really just honored to, be able to have your show as a platform to help educate
Absolutely.
people.
So let me ask you two closing questions. With Anthem Gold Token, what do you suspect the next 12, say 6 to 12 months looks like for you guys? And also, where can people get Anthem Gold today? And where do you hope people will be able to get Anthem Gold in, say, 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, so in the next 12 months, we see Anthem Gold leading the industry, 80+% of the market. I mean, just the first year out now, gold stablecoin being out, it's already been about 3-4 times hotter than dollar stablecoins when they came out about 4 or 5 years ago. So we think the time is definitely now. The market's showing that, and I think we're going to be 50, $100 million plus in market cap for Anthem Gold in terms of AGLD stable coins and circulation out there. And thank you. I think we can provide freedom to the world by helping protect people's value. It's a privilege, not a right, to own a bank account, and your value erodes very quickly, as we know in the case of a lot of fiat currencies. So we're not trying to compete with the dollar, the euro, the yen, yuan. We're trying to basically, provide an option for people in kind of the 20 bottom percent, right, or 30 bottom percent type countries around the world in terms of like eroding and bad fiat currency regimes.
That's awesome. And I think that a lot of people who watch and listen to this here are also going to see not only what you have built and what you're about to launch out to the public, but your personal philosophy on how all of this works. I like it a lot. Like you said, there's so much here in the United States. We have it so well off that many times we forget how nicely, how stable everything is. And you could probably say at least half the world is not nearly as just flatline stable. So yeah, I think it's a great thing you're putting together. I'll be excited to follow it. And you know what? If you ever want to come back on and do another cut, another shoot, just let me know. And you've got it. Okay.
Thank you, Ryan. I really am just humbled. It's just a great show, and I really appreciate all your great questions. So
absolutely. Last thing, where can people find you, Anthem? Where are your socials? Where's your website? All that stuff.
Yeah, AnthemGold.com is our gold stablecoin website. They can buy directly from us, Bitcoin, Ether. Only a few U.S. states to open. By the end of May, there should be close to 20 or so. And, we're talking to a lot of different people and trying to just accelerate ways. Again, 100 plus countries on the outset, so internationally. Anthem Hayek is my Twitter. My first name is Anthem, my middle name Hayek. named after the economist who talked about denationalization of money. And my dad interviewed it 35 years ago. It's on YouTube. Libertarian Jim Blanchard. You can Google that. Hayek. And they were talking about creating basically AnthemGold. So, solids is what Hayek called it. So, digital metals basically circulating around decentrally. So we're really, really just proud, and we're just pushing a history forward, basically, and a heritage forward.
Okay, very good. Well, Anthem, good luck, and we'll chat with you soon, okay?
Thank you so much, Ryan. I'm really, really grateful.
Mm-hmm.